This video is sponsored by the Airline Employee Shop. Use the code Airways10 at checkout for 10% off your next purchase at airlineemployeeshop.com.
Airlines and airports famously operate in a system known as hub and spoke. Aiming to transport passengers efficiently, this system was put into place to conveniently operate airports and the airlines flying to and from them. But how efficient is the system in 2024, and does it have the potential to remain the single best way for airlines to operate their routes? Let's look into the origins and future of the backbone of route planning. The hub-and-spoke system is a transportation network model that resembles a bicycle wheel, with a central hub and radiating spokes connecting to outlying points. In this model, the hub serves as a central point for the collection and distribution of passengers. Commonly used in various transportation networks, such as airlines and freight distribution, the hub-and-spoke system allows airlines to route flights through central airports, the hubs, and then to their final destinations, the spokes. Today, several kinds of hubs exist since different hubs serve different types of routes. With the hourglass hub, longer routes from one direction, for example west, are generally bundled at a central hub and then, also as long haul, routed onwards, being eastward. At the hinterland hub, short-haul flights are bundled at the hub and distributed to long-haul flights. This is also how most European hubs work. Multi-hubs are when an airline or alliance has several hubs that connect, while a mega-hub is an airport that serves as a hub for several airlines, such as London Heathrow or New York's Kennedy. A secondary hub is an additional hub that an airline uses in addition to its central hub, such as Munich, which Lufthansa, for example, uses in addition to Frankfurt. But what is the advantage of such a system? Generally, the hub-and-spoke system offers several advantages, which is why it has been a staple in the industry for so long. Simplified shipment process. Due to the planning and arrangements, hub-and-spoke massively simplifies the movement of passengers, making the transportation network way more efficient than counterpart systems. Centralized coordination and communication. The hub ensures clear and consistent messaging, minimizes duplication of efforts, and promotes alignment of strategies among the connected organizations involved in transporting a plane from A to B. Streamlined resource allocation. The system allows for efficient allocation of resources, leading to cost savings and reduced empty miles driven, thus lowering fuel consumption and emissions for aircraft. This also reduces the carbon footprint due to optimized delivery routes and reduced empty miles driven. But of course, not everything is optimal. The hub-and-spoke system also has several disadvantages. When evaluating the suitability of the hub-and-spoke system for specific logistics and transportation needs, these points need to be evaluated accordingly. Higher inventory costs. Inventory is often more expensive due to the need to rotate inventory between the hub and spokes. This issue affects the suppliers and airport handling, affecting the entire operation. Slower response times. Additionally, due to the distance between the spokes and the hub, it may take longer to respond to customer needs, resulting in slower response times. Especially in times of emergency diversions or in cases of quick decision-making, this has proven to be a major problem. Limited capacity. The central hub may need to be bigger to handle the volume of incoming aircraft, leading to potential operational constraints and disruptions. A prime example of that is London Heathrow, which is limiting British Air's regional network in Europe. Despite its disadvantages, the system has proven effective, yet low-cost carriers still do not operate on this model. These carriers operate in a point-to-point system and have adapted their strategies, but can they hold up? Famously used by low-cost carriers such as Ryanair in Europe or Southwest Airlines in the United States, this model is a popular alternative to the very established hub-and-spoke model. This model contrasts with the traditional hub-and-spoke system, where flights are routed through a central hub. Point-to-point transit in aviation refers to flights that operate directly between two cities without multiple layovers. In 2024, numerous low-cost airlines operate on point-to-point, where each flight segment is sold independently, lacking the integration of round-trip ticketing or seamless connections. Consequently, passengers often need to collect and recheck baggage, even when transferring between flights booked simultaneously with the same airline. While many airlines follow a point-to-point approach, most typically have designated home base airport from from which most flights originate or conclude. Even if the point-to-point model offers some advantages, such as a considerably reduced travel time, eliminating the need for connections and a much lesser risk of baggage loss or baggage arriving much later than the passenger, it is still not a realistic replacement for the existing system. If a particular origin-destination route is not provided, travelers may need to opt for a connection, as seen in the hub model, or resort to alternative modes of transportation. Low-cost carriers typically do not support or acknowledge connections, even if the same carrier operates successive flights and involves the same airport for arrival and departure. The frequency of trips may decrease due to the significantly larger number of origin-destination pairs. Pinpointing issues to a specific region becomes more challenging during major weather events or system malfunctions. The 2022 Southwest Airlines scheduling crisis is an illustrative example of such challenges. Hub and spoke is still a topic of debate in aviation, with its enormous implications for daily aviation traffic. So, how does the model hold up in 2024? The hub-and-spoke model is not the most well-established model for no reason. Compared to the point-to-point model, it conveniently requires fewer routes and thus fewer capacities from the involved institutions, making it an attractive model to operate. While the hub-and-spoke model offers additional operational advantages, such as optimized route planning and streamlined resource allocation, there are still valid concerns about its sustainability moving forward. Compared to the point-to-point model, hub and spoke is significantly slower in responding to customer needs or emergencies due to the distance between the spokes and the hub. The necessity of baggage transfers at the hub also increases the risk of missing luggage, which is a disadvantage. Research has focused on green hub and spoke network design for the aviation industry, aiming to optimize the structure and minimize environmental impact. However, since the model has been widely adopted in the entire airline industry, efficient flight operations and network optimization have been enabled and caused further popularity of the system within supply chains network and transportation industries. While existing research provides insights into the contrasts in sustainability between different airline network models, ongoing efforts within the aviation industry reflect a commitment to enhancing sustainability overall. Such developments make the hub-and-spoke model relevant for a long time to come and serve as a reminder for the responsibility of airlines to efficiently transport their passengers in the fastest and most sustainable way. What do you think about the hub-and-spoke system? Do you think it is still efficient in 2024? Leave your opinion in the comments.